Remember us. As simple an order as a king can give. Remember why we died. We did not wish tribute, or song, or monuments, or poems of war and valor. Wish was simple. Remember us, he said to me. That was his hope. Should any free soul come across that place. In all the countless centuries yet to be, may all our voices whisper to you from the ageless stones. Go tell the Spartans passerby that here, by Spartan law, we lie. And so my king died, and my brothers died. Barely a year ago. Long I've pondered my king's cryptic talk of victory. Time has proven him wise. But from free Greek to free Greek, the word was spread that bold Leonidas and his 300, so far from home, laid down their lives, not just for Sparta, but for all Greece, and the promise this country holds. Now, here on this rugged patch of earth called Plataea, Xerxes forged face obliteration!
Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network, and welcome to the Zack Snyder Hour with Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Skywalker back at y'all with another one. Man, y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Much love to everybody out there catching us on the live play and everybody watching us on the replay crew as well. Let's get to it. Much love, everybody. We already got a full house in the chat. We got DC Talk in the building. Much love, bro. Hold up. Where my phone go to make sure it's on vibrate? We got Elena Deli in the building. What's going on, bro? We got Rebel Moon Theory in the building. What's going on, bro? We got Bat Dan in the building. What's going on, Brody? We got Mama Bear, dog. Thank you for being here, Mama Bear. We appreciate you locking in as well. We got Nessa Noel in the building. We appreciate you rocking in, Nessa. Thank you very much. We got Rudolph Jackson in the building. Alan Belk is in the building. Derek Waters is in the building. Who else is in here? Frank C is in the house. Lord Necron, a.k.a. Man, much love, Brody. I appreciate you pulling up. Thank you. Yes. Shouts out to all you guys. We got Darshan in here. Much love, bro. Joe Nathan. Much love. Man, welcome to the Zack Snyder Hour. We got some stuff to talk about, man. It's about to be super dope. It should be a great conversation. And I want to thank you guys for rocking out. Make sure you guys are smashing that like as we are on the road to 5K. That like, share, and subscribe, as well as hitting that notification bell so that you know when I'm going live or dropping a new video. You dig? This should be a dope conversation, and I'm just glad you guys are locking in. Right? Oh wait, hold up. Let me add this. My bad, y'all. I forgot to add this one little thing. Yeah, man, it's super dope. I want to thank you guys for being here during this. We got Smackadon in the building. Welcome to the Zack Snyder Hour. Let's go ahead and start getting to this conversation, because this is where we talk about everything in the realm of Zack Snyder that's going on. And y'all should already know that we locking in with more from the last photograph. I shared this last stream, but it wasn't on the Zack Snyder Hour. Hold on, let me pull this up. I think it was on IMDb. All right. I just wanted to cover this on here as well because I'm not sure if this got updated, but I didn't remember this synopsis reading exactly like this before. But when I checked this out over on IMDb, we did see that it says an ex-DEA agent searches South American mountains for his murdered diplomat siblings' children, aided by a junkie photographer who saw the killers confronting past demons as reality blurs in remote wilderness. This movie sounds like like The Revenant mixed with, oh my God, mixed with almost like some Memento in there. Bro, this is about to be insane. What up, Cozy? Much love. Right? Much love is Sin Havoc. And thank you for tapping in as well. Right? But yeah, I'm not sure if this was a recently updated thing, but it kind of read to me like it was. I didn't recall that whole junkie angle in there before. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys were updated on that on the Zack Snyder Hour. Derek Waters says, just so y'all know, I've recruited another Rebel Moon fan. My brother finally watched the director's cuts and said they were fire. Bruh, still trying to get my pops over here to watch the director's cuts. He said that he ain't about to watch them until he watches them at my house, but he rocked out with the PG-13 cuts, man. And as a matter of fact, the homie Apex Lux was telling me a story about how he was talking to somebody about Zack Snyder's Justice League the other day, and they had a very crazy conversation. And it's just, it's just funny, like how we only see these super haters and all this stuff online, right? Usually when you have conversations with people in real life, they're a fan of most of this stuff, man. And it also proved another point that a lot of people don't know that the Snyder Cut exists, even still to this day. Warner Brothers has done a fantastic job of hiding that movie, even still, and kind of keeping it stranded on HBO Max. And because I even asked this question earlier. You know what? I'll get into that later. Right now, this is the last photograph. What up, Venkata? But yeah, I just wanted to first show you guys this because we were definitely thinking that this might be upgraded, and so we wanted to make sure that you guys were well aware of that over here, right? But let's get to some other stuff from the last photograph that has been on here, right? We did get Zach dropping this a little 2-pack on us, right? Of Fry Fee and Stuart Martin, right? Fry Fee is looking like Yeah, he's somewhere outside. These are almost like some brick buildings in the background, out of focus. Maybe, could be wrong. You know, or even like a brick wall over here on the left. But yeah, he look like he is fighting some demons. I'm fighting demons. I don't know if y'all ever seen that video, but yeah, I think homie's over here fighting some demons right now. I think he might be in the middle of seeing something that may or may not be there. And then he says, Stuart Martin traversed the landscapes of Iceland, Colombia, and Southern California in my new film, The Last Photograph. So we all over the place. We're gonna be in SoCal. So we got some Cali vibes in there for sure. Man, I might try to be an extra in one of these movies, man. We pull up on set, be like, yo, what up? Man. Rebel Moon Theory saying Balasari is and Den in this movie. For sure, right? It's dope, man. It's a great time to be a fan of this stuff. And hold on. Even when you this one right here. All right. Even when you think about how this film is going to be screening in next month at Cannes, I think that we're going to get a lot more news on it, right? It's going to be going out next month. He said that doesn't work like that, Sky, right? Yeah. He said, hey, nah, bro, I'm gonna just pull up, right? Ain't that what happened? What happened when I pulled up last time, right? Right. Oh my goodness. Saying it sound like The Revenant mixed with some Bourne Identities. Hey, maybe. Right? Definitely some acronyms in there. I think it's gonna be some acronyms at play for sure. It's definitely gonna be some government acronyms. But yeah, we got Cannes going on in Italy next month, so hopefully we'll get some kind of trailer. I need a trailer, man. Like I really, really want a trailer. Right. That Dan said that Josh was in Spider-Man 3, right? Yeah. Wow, bro, I'm gonna pull up on set, bro. And be like, wait till you get a load of me. Anyway, very excited about this movie. Can't wait to get more from it. Hopefully we get some more news soon. I'm fiending for some more pictures. Whatever we can get. Right now, let's move on to the second topic. Right over here on the Zack Snyder Hour. Rebel Moon Part 2 turned 2 yesterday, and thanks to the efforts of one of the members of the community who really been rocking out, showing a lot of love for Rebel Moon, continuing to have that tip of the spear kind of mentality, right, with this franchise, and is showing that they love it and have passion for it. And he put in a lot of good work. So I just want to introduce you guys to the homie. We got Rebel Moon Theory in the building. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's up? Can y'all hear me?
Yep. Hey, how you feeling, dog? Let's talk
Man,
about yesterday, man. It was a big day, very successful day. We want to thank you again for putting all that work in, and yeah, man. What's on your mind about how that day played out yesterday, Brody?
man, yesterday we put in the work and the work was complete and it turned out to be absolutely amazing. We had a dope space. I hosted a watch along for Rebel Moon Part 2 in Japanese, which watching Rebel Moon in Japanese is fire, by the way. You guys need to
Mm-hmm.
watch in Japanese. And we put in a lot of work showing our passions. I was making like over 5 posts on my Instagram yesterday, just showing our passion for Rebel Moon. And I actually showed you guys, I made a post about the new upgrades for my Jimmy cosplay. So I was able to show everybody the body vest I got, which is from a brand called Matrix. I ordered this off of evic.com because I used to play a little bit of airsoft, and I figured that this would be a good setup for cosplay because I believe multi camo works really. Multi camo might be my favorite camo in
Mm-hmm.
like in shooters and games like that, and I think this worked out really well. I had the little stick of Jimmy's and that he carved out in Rebel Moon. And I even just like took pictures of like running around like Jimmy does in Rebel Moon Part
Mm-hmm.
2 and just going out. And I even made, a few other posts, with the rebels fighting the Imperium and Brett Colbert, commander of the King's Gaze. Shout out to Brett Colbert, by the way, too, and Matt, who's a loader, which helps out Brett Colbert, the gunnery commander. And yesterday, Zack Snyder himself did like the post I made about my new upgrades for my Jimmy cosplay. And I can definitely tell we put in a lot of work yesterday. We were definitely all killing it out there. And it was really dope, getting to talk to you guys, about Rebel Moon yesterday. And even talking to shout out to Jeffrey Warfield too, because we were going all in on Rebel Moon yesterday with the lore. Like it was just really, really dope. And yeah, just you know, it's very important we continue to have these conversations, especially for this new franchise that I believe has a lot of potential. We definitely need to see more of it. There's definitely more. We got Rebel Moon Nemesis Volume 2 coming out, which is the all one edition book, and there's a lot more coming out. It was really dope. It was a really awesome day. A lot of fan bases, a lot of franchises like Star Wars, Halo, like they celebrate the anniversaries of their games and films. I figured that Rebel Moon.
Exactly, bro.
Yep.
That's what I don't understand. Like why certain people even have a problem with this stuff. I was like, hey, every year we hear about, oh, it's the anniversary for this, oh, it's the anniversary for that. Like, it ain't a problem for nothing else, right? Like, hey, on this day, 18 years ago, Halo came. It's the same stuff every single year. So why not for something that you really rock out with, right?
Yeah, and I didn't really. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Anyone that may ask me why I'm doing these things, I'm just gonna say this: ask the guy who was liking my post leading up to this event. So that's all I'm gonna say. You know, pretty much. So yeah, man, like it was super dope. We had wonderful conversation yesterday, putting in the work and really just bringing Rebel Moon in the conversations and bringing in the celebrations. If we can celebrate May the 4th, we can celebrate the anniversary of the Rebel Moon projects that released, which the next Rebel Moon training event is going to be uh the 1 year anniversary of Rebel Moon Bloodline, which came out on Android and iOS. And something I'm definitely going to be doing that day. We definitely can talk about Rebel Moon, that day because we definitely are going to continue having those conversations. But when it comes to me on that training event, something I think that would be pretty fun and effective would be to really keep the conversation strictly about Roman bloodlines since it's the anniversary of that. But I do believe it's so important we talk about anything Rebel Moon that day because it's important to continue to have in these conversations. And I can tell you, man, my work's been paying off. It's definitely, I can tell it's definitely inspired other people to go out and, create YouTube videos for Rebel Moon, do their own things like that. And really being able to like carve out a fan base and, seek out organic
Right.
people and just doing these wonderful things, man, just really going out and, making sure that, the work is done and we're going out here and being real fans of these things and just having a fun time. And it's just really awesome. I had a wonderful day yesterday. I was a little bit busy myself, but we went out there. We got the work done. We represented Rebel Moon. We talked about it. We had conversations and we made sure that this day was successful, and it absolutely was. And I just want to say thank you to everyone, including Zack Snyder and his team, for the love and support for this trending event and for the
That's dope,
platform which
man.
I started. It's so dope, man. It's so dope, and I'm very glad that I got to celebrate with you guys yesterday. It was super amazing.
Yeah, man. Look, I appreciate the work that you do, bro. That's why I made it a point to stop by the space and have a little bit of conversation with you and the community that you've been helping to foster over there with the Rebel Moon fan base. And yeah, man, it's just dope because there's so much crossover as Zack Snyder fans, and everybody should be able to kind of just be able to support and not feel ashamed about supporting anything, right? If these things have fans, and it's just about putting that work in the right places and making sure that you're being effective, and you've done a great job of doing that. And like I said, keeping the main thing, which is just staying focused on Rebel Moon, bro. Appreciate you, and I'm glad that Zach and his team was showing you guys the support, and I hope that they keep doing so going into the future, bro, and that we can put together some similar efforts for the Bloodlines Day as well, right?
Yeah, I believe it's going to be super dope. And I can't wait to celebrate with you guys on 7/15/26. Mark your calendars for July 15th, 2026 for the 1 year anniversary of Rebel Moon Bloodline.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you coming on, man, and just having this conversation with me. And yep, we're always willing to have you on the platform, bro. And I appreciate you pulling up, man.
Much love to Sky, much love to everyone here. You guys have a wonderful night.
Hey, much love, bro, and we'll catch you next time. All right, that was Rebel Moon Theory. Y'all be sure to give that man a subscribe. I got I have his YouTube channel in the description. Y'all make sure to do that, please. Now we are on to the main topic of discussion. This is why y'all here, right? This is why you guys are here. You guys are here for this conversation specifically. Okay? I know it. You know it. Right? First of all, we got Zach giving us this little peek, right, at how can I describe this? Was it a vertical take on Man of Steel, right? Which I forgot to like this one, but let's get over here. All right, we got a vertical take on Man of Steel, which looks crazy, by the way. Almost it looks like a new movie, right? There was one part in here I swore it wasn't even in the movie, right? But then I ended up figuring it out. I was like, okay, it was, right? But not only did we get this vertical take on, yeah, it was that shot, right? I was like, wait a minute, was that in the regular movie? Right? Like, anyway. So not only did we get that, all right, and Zach sharing this with us, right? Pretty crazy. It's just a whole new perspective. He said, why does your banner still say Rebel Moon Part 2? Because I'm about to get to that. Bro. Right? I'm about to get to that. So not only did we get this news, right? Or he dropped this little tidbit on us, rather. But also, we got this post, right? Which, oh my God, we are about to cook on this. We are about to cook on this. ZSJL topped the charts. Okay? I need you guys to understand something. ZSJL topped the charts in India. Right? DC Talk says, Shield twerking for gun again. Hey, how we twerking for gun when this news is in the zeitgeist? Huh? Why are we discussing anything else right now other than this news right here? That's why I'm perplexed. Right? Zack Snyder said it himself. ZSJL just hit number 1 on Geo Hotstar's top 10 movies, right as HBO Max officially launched there, beating out Harry Potter, Avengers Endgame, and more. The Real Justice League is finally available in India the way it was meant to be seen. 4 hours of epicness, Black Suit Superman, full Cyborg story, Dark Side tease. Who else is firing up Geo Hotstar right now? Hashtag Zack Snyder's Justice League, hashtag Snyder Cut, hashtag HBO Max in India. What are we discussing? Right? Bad Dan says for a 5-year-old movie, I concur. 5-year-old movie. What did the people want? ZSJL. Right? Sin Havoc said they don't understand international markets. I agree. Oaks and Fresh says, watch the India numbers, or no, watch the numbers in India past Supergirl numbers. Hey, look, bro, Supergirl, bro. That movie's cooked, dog. They're cooked. They're cooked. Bad Dan said Paramount has to see this. I agree. DC Talk says Zack Snyder Justice League is king. Bro, it is, bro. It's this movie is off the chart, yo. The homie Apex was just telling me a story about how he ran into somebody else that was playing the Justice League cartoon You know, and I'm not gonna go too far on the story because I'm gonna let him tell it on stream one of these days. But yeah, he ended up putting the dude on ZSJL, and homie had no idea. Homie had no idea, right? That, you know, the Snyder Cut even existed. Had no clue. Had no clue. All he knew of was that Justice League version that he saw, the 2-hour thing, and he's like, nah, man. He had no clue there was a 4-hour version. People do not know that this movie exists. And then as they are made aware, they become fans. Venkata says, I'm back in India, and it's so cool to see Zack acknowledging the huge fan base he has here. By the way, ZSJL was beating Daredevil Born Again in the charts. You think the people don't see this? Right? Wild. He said, they don't even know it's called the North American market. Paolo says, the Super Shield going straight to Tubi. Crazy world. Bat Dan says, imagine if Netflix ends up getting WB if the shareholders vote no for Paramount ZSJL on Netflix globally. I agree, bro. And that would be crazy. Let's see if it happens. You know? We just gonna watch what happens, bro. Right? Frank C says, Sky, Marvel is going to San Diego Comic-Con. WBD has no chance to counter what Marvel will bring. Zach is the man. Look, bruh, Comic-Con. Y'all remember what happened last year, right? Oh my god, bro. Hey, y'all remember what happened last year, right? Joe Nathan says, they saying Gunn like that guy who played Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 so much he cast him as Super. Joe Nathan, you ain't, bro. Come on, man. But this is wild, though, right? Everywhere this movie goes, it dominates. Michael Capo said Zach is telling WB and all other Hollywood executives there are levels to this. There is levels. Everywhere this movie goes, it dominates. Venkata said Aquaman made $1 billion due to international market, and during Superman L, they were out claiming that international fans don't matter. These are facts. These are absolute facts. We had 34 likes. Make sure y'all smashing that like button, hitting that share, and subscribe as well. Also, Fred says Paramount can't keep staying in debt if they're gonna have to sell the rights to ZSJL, even if the board vote. They're gonna have to do something with it. They better do something with it. Bro, how y'all think Superman did over in India? Right? How y'all think Superman did over in India? I'm nuclear. Right? Frank C said a global phenomenon. I agree. Mama Bear said some people forget that the overwhelming a majority of people live outside. Hey, they be, I don't know what they thinking. They only think like that when it comes to Superman legacy, though, right? Superman L, right? That's the only time that global markets make no difference, right? That's the only time. That's the only time where it's like, hey, the global market, they don't really mean nothing. I mean, it's just because it did well domestically. That's all they care about. What? Ridiculous. Everywhere this movie goes, it dominates. So, yeah. All we've ever been asking for is just, hey, give us a shot. Give us a shot to show. Right. Smack says, India said, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy, Carter? Right. Lex says, at this point, WB gets on my nerve. But hey, I'm just saying. It launches in India. Guess what's number one? Beating Harry Potter, beating Avengers Endgame. What up, Prime? He says ZSJL stays winning. My sentiments is exactly. Alex Ayers says at this point the fire gets brighter and they get over. Hey, it's wild, Joe. I'm just asking. Do y'all think that with all this stuff going on, that anybody sees what kind of gold mine that we got here? I mean, there clearly seems to be a demand, right? The more that they've tried to stifle the fan bases and the fever for this movie, the more that they've tried to silence the conversations surrounding this movie, every time that it's given a chance to, live on its own merits, look what happens. Prime said, not the first time ZSJL beat Endgame. It even beat it in China. Alexa and somebody had the guts to say their insiders told them, oh, WB don't want to do because of the. Hey, look, it don't make no sense. Right? What are the numbers saying? What are the numbers saying? Right? What is reality pointing to? Integrity saying Zack is back and he will direct ZSJL 2 starring Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill, right? Relaunch the Snyderverse. First big do-over, right? L. Turner said Hollywood gonna learn. Hey, we gonna see. All I'm asking is, hey, give it a chance. Let's see where it stands on its own merit. Just drop it. What's going on, Josh Herrera? Much love, bro. Right? Lex says, and one post got my attention because Zach did a like on it. The post says Saudi plus Paramount equals restore. I ain't seen nothing. I saw a post back in November, and if that's the same one, then hey, I know one thing. If this thing happens, it ain't gonna be from any of us talking about it, right? That's what I've been hearing. Right? I've been hearing it. It don't matter about us talking about this stuff, right? What's going on, Integrity? Much love. Yeah. But I'm just here asking the questions. I said it's almost as if ZSJL 2 is, topping the charts over in India. All right. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Sorry about that. Josh Herrera in the building. Much love, bro. We were just talking about Comic-Con a second ago. They don't want to know about that. I was just like, hey, you see what happened last year, right? He's just looking. Hey, we're gonna see, man. This looks to be possibly a very fun time. Lex says, I saw what happened in India and I was shocked. Hey, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked, bro. This movie is transcendent. Mind of Inception says, rewatching ZSJL so many times, you still get the sense of appreciation for a story and timelessness. With Superman 2025, you watch it once and that's it. We will get the continuation of ZSJ. Yeah, hey, bro, you watch that movie once, if that, bro. If that. You know? But we're going to see. If y'all put y'all last questions and comments down at the bottom, we will be closing this thing on out in a few minutes. The Prime says, I definitely need to do a Snyderverse rewatch again soon. It's been a while. Oh, yeah. It's always dope to go revisit that stuff. Lex said, if they can shelve Batgirl, if they can do it to this. Shelve what? Supergirl? Nah, I think it's gonna come out, bro. If they got to get something, they got to get something back for that move, bro. They got to get as much money. Look, if they're gonna put that thing on sale, bro, if they're gonna be, I would say they might be buying some more tickets, but I don't think that they're gonna do it this time. Oh, he talking about the Superman sequel. I agree. That can get shelved. No. I take back my prior comments. I agree. That can get shelved. 100%. There's no reason to go start, that thing's man. It's a James Gunn vanity project. Him trying to get his last little thing in, right? Oh, I can get one last movie in, get some credits on, this, and I can have another, I can make another few million. Right? I can make another few million. Right? Why not? I can put some more of my friends in it. Like homie said, he liked Will Poulter, so never mind, man. Rudolph says, if WB wants a chance to bypass Marvel, they have no choice but to bring back Zack Snyder. That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, he said, I haven't been keeping up that much this year, but it's funny that every time I jump online, I see the narrative has shifted in a good way. Yep. Hey, we got ZSJL dropping in India, #1, beating out everything else. I think that's a statement. 100%. Says a gun trying to salvage his reputation. Man, he got to do a lot more than that. Venkata says, "Did you see the news about a Static Shock movie is in the works?" I don't want to see no DCU Static Shock, bro. Keep James Gunn away from Static Shock, dog. No. Y'all saw his Mr. Terrific. Y'all saw his Mr. Terrific. Trust this guy with Static Shock? Hell is wrong with y'all, man? I'm sorry. Integrity says Supergirl will flop. It'll be more evidence that the reboot was dumb. More ammo in our pocket. They're on the ropes, bleed, and hoping to be saved by the bit. Yep. Hey. And I will look up and say, no. Oh my God, right. So Static Shock is off limits. Like, what are we talking about? Alan Belk said, I never want to see James Gunn do any other superheroes ever again, right? Hey, you're going to get, look, they're going to try to feed you something. The Prime says that Static Shock announcement is giving me Wonder Twins DCEU announcement. I didn't even see that, honestly. Smack says they didn't announce a Static Shock every 5 years for the last 20 years. Osafred says, nah, I don't trust Gunn with no static. Look what he, bro, that's what I just said, bro. I just said that. I was like, you saw what he did with Mr. Terrific. Hell no. Hell no. And yeah, Alan Belt, Michael B. Jordan was supposed to produce a Static Shock movie a while back. He said that was back in the Hamada Burger days, right? Yeah. Nah. Thanks for stopping through, Integrity. I'm about to be out too because I'm tired too. Man. It's been a super long weekend. I was ripping and running this whole time, and I'm tired. But I got a lot done, and it was pretty fun too. So, you know, that's always dope, right? But where we at? 39 likes. You gotta be sure to smash the like button. All right. Shenavik says Sky, and this is what the fans wanted. Let them, hey, but did they really? I mean, I know a certain fan base wanted that gun stuff, but I think once people saw it, you know, they wholly rejected it. Mama Bear says Michael B. Jordan wanted to play Val Zod. Yes, but he also wanted to produce that Static Shock movie too. it was both of them. It was the Valzai film and him producing the Static Shock one, you know? Oh my God. I'm done. Prime said guns to go back to Scooby-Doo. Bruh. No, I'm done. Frank C says there will be no Static Shock film. Anybody remember Swamp Thing? Hey man. They had a great director attached to that too. It's a damn shame what happened to Flip. Snyder said, I'm talking about the people who were against that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That is what they asked for. You know? But hey, they did ask for that. But we're gonna see. If DC Talk said Netflix got Scooby. Yeah, keep him away from Scooby-Doo, bro. I was hearing something about how he might get a Brightburn too. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but if it does, you know, I mean, hey, go make stuff like that. Go make Slither 2, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? Just put the comic book characters down, bro, and back away slow. Look, I'm about to get on out of here. I will be locking in with you guys a few more times this week. No stream tomorrow because I'm going to a screening or something, so that should be dope. But yeah, I'm gonna get up with you guys next time, and we're gonna see y'all soon. Thank you for tapping in with the Zack Snyder Hour. Peace.